Good evening and welcome to the Gothic Bohemian Salon. This is Jwlhyfer de Winter and I'm here tonight with another makeup overview. So tonight's makeup is kind of a glamorous evening look on the Gothic side, and it's been done using this palette, the Too Faced Return of Sexy, with some inspiration from Dita von Teese's Golden Collection, which I'm expecting to arrive in the mail in about a month. I ordered some from Slovakia, and I'm hoping to be able to get enough to use some and keep some pristine in the package. And as soon as I get that, I'll do an opening video for you. So the first thing that I did was I cleansed my eye makeup off and the leftover mascara with this Makeup Forever Scent Size, travel size, I guess this would be, from Sephora. Next, I primed my face using part of my sample of Too Faced Primed and Poreless, also from Sephora. And I began conditioning my lips, again with my sample size of Christian Dior's Creme de Rose, which is just so heavenly. Then the next thing that I did was I primed my eyelids with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then I started to work on a technique to remove under eye bags and sags that I got from Goss Makeup Artist, and that whole process is explained in another makeup video that probably was up a few days before this one. So I begin with L'Oreal Studio Secrets Anti-Dull Skin Primer. Now when you pump this out, it looks really orange, but when you put it on the purple part of your bags, it just makes them completely disappear. After that, I used my regular concealer, and you can use any concealer that you like. I'm using the Maybelline Lumi Illuminating Age Rewind, blah, etc. and so forth concealer, and this very tiny brush to apply the concealer just on the shadows of the bags under my eye. Then I applied concealer to the rest of my face that needed it. The chin area always needs it. I cover my freckles. Around the nose, I've got some broken capillaries. That's all I needed to conceal today. And then I started with the eye. Now, what's really great about this palette is that it comes with these little cards that fit very nicely into a little slide pocket on the side here, and each card has a day and an evening look, and then on the other side a nice image of what the eyeshadow should look, or the eye makeup should look like once you've put it on. So using these as a guide, I sort of combined a few of them to get the combination that I'm wearing. So I'm going to keep these up here to cover the mirror, because otherwise it's very glaring. So I began with this pinkish pinkish yellow, golden, glittery highlighter, and I used that from the inner part of the eye all the way out to the end of my eyebrow, and then down to the corner, and stopped right about where my crease is. Then I went in from the inner eye to the middle of my lid with this silver color here. It's really hard to see the real colors, unfortunately. The colors have really great names, and I'll say what they are later. But anyway, so the second color, the third color is this purple at the bottom here. And I use that at the outer corner into the center, and then a little bit above my crease, as you can see. And then the last thing that I used is this black, very, very dark black with sparkles. Everything on this palette has sparkles. It's a glittery palette. There's no mattes, no just pearl. It's just all very glittery. Anyway, this black, I applied on the corners of my eyes, and I used my finger, actually my pinky, and I put it in the shadow and then just pressed it into the corner. The other brushes that I used were this brush, Forever 21. I used that to apply the highlighting shadow at the top. And then I used this tiny NYX shadow brush for the darker colors, and rubbed it against some tissue paper in between each color. So I used this for the gray and the burgundy, and the silver, I believe I used this brush here, which is kind of a short, very short, kind of stiff eyeshadow brush. Then I applied the dark purple color underneath the eye, and in the inner corner I put some more of the golden peachy color, and I've applied it to the Cupid's bow underneath here, and also on top of my lipstick a little bit, just in the center, to give my lips a little bit of a fuller look, because dark lipstick can make your lips look really small and thin. Fortunately for me, I don't think that it does that for me so much, so I'm pretty lucky. So the golden peachy color is called 7 Year Itch. The silver is Bombshell. The purple is Prima Donna. And the black is Beauty Mark. Nice names for eyeshadow. Very cool. Then it was time to blend, and I used this brush, which is a Maybelline shadow brush. It's very, very soft, and I've had it for years and years and years. It's the first brush that I ever bought. Then I applied on the upper eye, just about 3/4 in, this my happy pencil that I can't live without now, the Too Faced. This is called Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner. and boy is it. So this is by Too Faced, and it came with a palette. And I hope to God they sell it separately, because I really, really am going to need another one pretty soon. So I line the eye from the corner to about 3/4 in, and then lined underneath as well, stopping short of the pointy part of the inner eye. And that was after blending the eyeshadow on the lid a lot. And then I got another brush and sort of blended the under eye a bit more, and I had a little bit too much in the corners, so I blended and blended and blended until I took away a lot of that, because I can get a little heavy-handed with my eyeshadow. The next thing that I did was I employed the new technique for applying mascara that I learned from Goss, makeup artist, which is in the other video. But this time, instead of putting the brush on the mascara, sorry, this way, I ran the brush over the tines of the comb, just a little bit, to get a little bit of product on it, because I went back and watched Goss's video, and that's actually how he does it. I actually was rather heavy-handed with that too. So I brushed that through my eyelashes, both sides, and then used this eyelash curler from Daiso, again, $1.50. And the mascara that I'm using is Maybelline Lash Stiletto. And I kept applying it with the comb, and then I applied 3 or 4 coats just with the mascara brush straight on. And the lipstick that I'm wearing is actually a jumbo lip pencil from NYX. It's called Vixen. There we go. And the lip liner is Palladio Blackberry. There you go. I love Palladio. If you can find Palladio, buy Palladio. It's such great makeup. It's drugstore makeup, but it's really fantastic. So then I applied powder, and my powder today is this NYX Twin Cake in Shell, and I applied it with a puff again, and once again using a Goss technique, I applied it this way instead of stroking, or, you know. He actually shows kind of holding it like this, so that might work better, etc. Out of my face, the whole face. And for my blush, I use this very old Ultima 2 blush, which is an iridescent pinkish blush. And the reason I use this is because it's very similar to one of Dita's blushes in her Art Deco Classics collection of makeup. As I was trying to go for kind of a Dita Von Teese evening look, and more in the Gothic vein, and of course my hair isn't done that way or anything. I'm not really trying to look like Dita. I was just kind of inspired by her makeup, so I hope that makes sense. And I didn't do liquid eyeliner or winged line or anything like that. I did apply the pencil to my waterline, and then I also tight lined, which is when you take the pencil and you line underneath your lashes in the upper part, which is kind of hard to do, but it pays off because it really makes your lashes look full and black. My lashes are blonde because I am blonde. Well, actually I'm a redhead, strawberry blonde. So my eyelashes and my eyebrows look white normally, so I kind of have to, you know, do stuff to them. So that's the makeup look for tonight. I hope that this overview has been interesting for you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me for the Gothic Bohemian Salon. Good night.